All right, so we're here at Be Fixed Martinsville. So the whole point of qualifying here is just maxing out your braking zones. Tires lock up probably around 70% if your wheel is completely straight. So you want to get as close to that as possible without going over and without using wheel and locking yourselves up. So we'll get to about right here. And hard brake, get in the corner. Hold on a little bit longer than you think because we want that angle to come off the corner. Very good. Love that. Right here. Brake for a little bit longer than you think. And it helps our angle off the corner. Great lap. Brake. We'll push it a little more. See if we can dive in a little deeper. We had to hold the brake a little bit too long because the car just wouldn't stick down there. See, we really wanted to stay on the bottom there, but we want to push our braking zone. So I locked up a little bit there, and that's why I pushed up there. So you can see the kind of the difference between the first lap and the second lap. First lap was pretty good, but I wanted to see if I could push it a little more. And then second lap, I try to push a little more, and that's what happens when you push too much. I'll talk about a little bit about the long run since it doesn't matter too much. There's going to be a lot of cautions here. It's just a fight for the bottom, guys. You know how it is. You get to the bottom, and you bully people off the bottom, or you get freight trained on the top, and then there's wrecks everywhere, and you got to be really good at avoiding wrecks and not having too much in your incident count. We don't want to disqualify you. Not going to be many long runs, but if there was, the longer that you brake in the corners, the better your tires are going to be. It's very, very tempting to do this right here. So let's say I brake right here, and I want to throttle up, right? I want to throttle up early so I get off the corner. Well, do you see how much time I had to keep my wheel turned there? As opposed to here, we'll just brake a little bit longer than you intuitively think you have to. And then look at our angle off the corner. It's so much better. And guess what? If somebody's behind you, they're not going to pass you while you do that. They might bump you, but at this point in the corner, you're fine. And you see what happens if you overdrive the corner, then you leave yourself open. So don't overdrive corners. You see I've naturally backed off my brake to a lesser aggressive amount. We can still brake really hard. It's just really scary. You know what I mean? So I like to, that 50% is so safe. A little bit too early of a throttle there. You can see I had to wait on it. But we can go to 70. Nothing wrong with that. And then we just want to lower it to 20 when we're in the corner. And it's pretty stable. You don't have to worry about tires too much. In terms of strategy for pitting here, I would pit after 20 laps on tires, green flag laps. If you have 20 green flag laps on your tires, I think that the difference is probably going to be significant enough to where you're going to want to pit. If it's like 10 laps and 5 of them were under caution, I don't think it's worth it. But you can see everything is starting to heat up a little bit. Whoopsie daisy. I hit the curb. That's kind of funny. So first off, check our tires, 99 or 98, 99, and that's with spinning the right rears. So really we're worrying about the right front here. And the worst thing we can do with the right front is throttle up too early and have to really turn the wheel coming off the corner. But in terms of our hot lap here, let's take a look. So you can see I maxed out at about 80%, I want to say. That looks about 80%-ish. And I didn't want to lock up the wheels, so I kind of backed that off instantly. You see how it really kicked out my car, even the 80%? I think 70 is a little safer. We can see it kind of accidentally let me on the direction I wanted to go. So I went half brake as I'm turning in. This amount of wheel is really scary for this amount of brake, so I was letting off the brake here. The more wheel you input, the less brake you have to have inputted, or else you're going to lock up. So notice how my wheel almost is completely correlated to my brake. So as my wheel turns, my brake goes down. Brake goes down, wheel turns, brake goes down, wheel turns, brake goes down. And then I add a little more brake because I'm just so slow. Really try to get it right on the line here. Then just hold that brake just a little bit longer than you think. And you want to have that second turn down. So there's this point in Martinsville where it's almost like you mini diamond the corner. You see how you come up and then turn right back down. You almost want to make Martinsville feel like a diamond without actually diamonding the car. Because if we throttle up at the traditional apex, we're just going to go straight at the wall and it's not going to do anything for us. So we want to straighten out our wheel and go full throttle. That saves tires. That goes faster because you don't have to wait as on 100% throttle as much. Same thing with turn 3 here. I went 100% for a little bit. That was kind of crazy. But settled back down at 60. Lowered it as I was entering the corner. More wheel, less brake. More wheel, less brake. More wheel, less brake. And you see, this one actually looked a little bit like a diamond. I think it's because of the shape of the curb here. But we slide up a tiny, tiny bit and then just commit to turning back down. And if you turn back down, you have that angle off the corner. So biggest mistakes people make is throttling up too early and not using enough brake entering the corner. So you lose some time from not dive bombing the corner, and then you have to lower your brake as you turn your wheel, lower your brake as you turn your wheel. That's the most important thing. Same goes for race 2. It's not just a qualifying thing. That's the one technique I want you to take from this, is as you turn the wheel, you lower your brake. Okay. That's pretty much it with Martinsville. Pretty easy. Don't have too much on the long run because that's just how Martinsville is. But good luck to you all. Thank you all for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you all on the track.